When Hurricane Maria struck Puerto Rico, the third major hurricane of the season to hit the U.S., the disaster response was, how should I put this, underwhelming. In the days following the storm, Puerto Ricans received just a fraction of the help their fellow Americans in Texas, Louisiana, and Florida did after Hurricanes Harvey and Irma hit only weeks earlier. The disparity in aid made it seem like Puerto Ricans were second-class citizens, which, in a sense, they are. But don't take my word for it. Remember San Juan Mayor Carmen Yulín Cruz? You know, the one Donald Trump called a politically motivated ingrate while his administration was ignoring the pleas of her constituents? Well, here's how she put it.
We are a colony of the United States. I wish I didn't have to say this because it is very strong, but we are a colony.
Yes, a colony, because of course Puerto Rico is a territory, not a state, much like their fellow disenfranchised citizens in Washington, D.C. And while they may not have any voting representation in Congress, at least those who live in our nation's capital get an electoral vote. For Puerto Rico, it's no votes in Congress and no electoral college say whatsoever. Taxation without representation. Many Puerto Ricans have been pushing for statehood for years, and now 12 months since the hurricane, the island's leaders are renewing the call.
Puerto Ricans have been treated as second-class citizens for over 100 years. Puerto Ricans are part of a colonial territory. This needs to end right now.
He's right. The people of Puerto Rico deserve a say in how their tax dollars are spent, and they deserve a say in who sits in the White House, overseeing, among other things, the government's response to natural disasters. But the current occupant of the White House doesn't exactly agree.
With a mayor of San Juan as bad as she is and as incompetent as she is, Puerto Rico shouldn't be talking about statehood until they get some people that really know what they're doing. With people like that involved in Puerto Rico, I would be an absolute no.
Really? While there may be credible reasons to argue against statehood, having contempt for the democratically elected mayor of San Juan is not one of them.
My challenge to all of the leaders that are running in the midterm elections, to all presidents and aspiring presidents, is you need to have a clear position here. How can we as Americans say that the United States is a standard bearer for democracy when we're not following suit in our own backyard?
How indeed. Politicians, citizens, and presidents shouldn't be able to sidestep this issue because for the American citizens of Puerto Rico struggling to rebuild their island and their economy, it's not going anywhere. What do you think? Email us, tweet us, share your thoughts.